Hello lovely Scorpios and fellow Scorpios should I say. Welcome to Wellington, which my name's Lorien, and this is the first time I've done a face-to-face in a while, so I've missed you. If you're new here, hello, welcome. This is basically what I started the channel doing, not just true crime tarot. So if you found me through that, hello. Also, if you have any requests for doing any more readings like that, just let me know. Comments below, email me, whatever you need to do. This is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising. This is for October 2021. Happy birthday to any of you who are born at the end of October. I am going to do per sign 2022 yearly video, so make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when they come up, because it won't automatically show you necessarily. It's not guaranteed to show you in the feed when those 2022 readings come up. We're going to be using the Crystal Power Tarot for guidance today. Let's see what's coming up for October, shall we? Ooh, they're getting a bit feisty today. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. What advice do the Scorpios need? What do we need? I actually didn't plan on doing Scorpio next. I did Libra, and I was going to do Virgo, but for some reason Scorpio wanted to come through, so whoa. Alright, so this card definitely wants to come through, and it is the Star. She was desperate to come out, so I'm just going to put her down. Alright. Bear with me just 1 second. It decided to fly across the room. So the video cut off for some reason. My laptop didn't want me to continue the video, but luckily I hadn't gone too far. So it's the Ace of Wands. There we go. So let's have a look at what else the cards want to say. They just say take from the top, so that's what I'm going to do. Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, and take from the bottom. We have the Chariot. Okay. We have 3 swords, a wand, and a major arcana. So let's have a look and see what's going on. I feel like this is kind of similar to the Libra reading, but it's less about being kind to yourself. I mean, it says you should be kind to yourself, but it's less about reining it in from being of service to other people, and more about just getting focused and serious. Not because you haven't been, but because there's been a lot of, I'm getting like these dementor type things, just sucking at your energy. Things have just been sucking at your energy, and I feel like this is not necessarily a psychic attack, but it's the energy vampires, and you're letting a lot of things suck at your energy, like events in the world, minor inconveniences, just things that don't matter and don't immediately impact you. It's like in the UK, we've got so much happening. There's a fuel crisis, there's not enough drivers to deliver food, there's, you know, it's just... Anyway, we're not going to go into that. But there is a need here. I mean, it says here, I release myself from self-inflicted binds. I do feel that there is a kind of a shelter that you instinctively wrap yourself in, like this cardigan, you know, you're instinctively doing this and trying to protect yourself, and that's fine. But I do feel that protecting yourself can sometimes come at the expense of insulating instead of still being out there. And this, I feel, is something that you are kind of learning. Because to start with, like, I'm positive about the future, I'm inspired about the future. This is where your energy level is normally. A lot of people give Scorpios a hard thing because they think we're always dark and mysterious and passionate and brooding, at the expense of joy and being inspired and, you know, wanting to go after things that we really love. And just because we see the bullshit doesn't mean we absorb it all the time. We look past it, we rise above it. That's part of our kind of thing. We see things before they happen a lot of the time, so we can avoid it. But for some reason, you haven't been able to avoid things that have been happening recently. So I do feel that there's an issue going on within maybe your life, but there's external issues as well. And I think that this is kind of giving you permission to chop that, just karate chop it out. Yeah, it's saying that you've never not been in control. You always had a choice. You've always had the ability to control the things. Like, because this is, I take care of the detail and stay in control. This is take care of the little things, and the big things will solve themselves. It's kind of like, I need to ring this person up. I need, things on your to-do list that you can control what you do. You can control when you apply for something. You can control when you dedicate some time to a passion project or something. You cannot control the outcome of somebody else's reaction to your job application, your promotion application, your proposal of marriage. You can't control other people, other events, outside things, as much as we hate that, because we do like to think, this would be so much better if it was like this. We can't do that. If you control the little things, like, I'm going to tidy my house today, or my body's telling me I need to rest, that is what you can control. And then everything else, I think, you'll see it start to shift without getting stressed over that. That's the key thing. You cannot get stressed. Don't let it be another needle in your skin and you're kind of like, just relax, take them out. Just think, right, okay, today I'm going to have a healthy breakfast. Today I'm going to set aside half an hour to read a book. Today I'm going to just make that commitment to yourself. It doesn't matter then if somebody runs at you and says, I need you to do this project or whatever. You can control if you say no. If you feel like you can't say no, then you can still have that half an hour. You can still have that healthy breakfast. Just something. Like, automatically I'm going, yes but, yes but, yes but, in my head, doing the scenarios of when maybe that won't be possible. But that's just making excuses. You can also control your reaction to things. So if something really pisses you off, you can, go and spew forth if you desire, or you can control that reaction and just go, okay, I'm going to take 5 minutes, walk away, and then I'm going to come back and see how I feel about it. It's that knee-jerk emotional reaction that you can sometimes control as well. Because I think there's two cards here with inspiration or inspired on their descriptions, and I do feel that you are missing inspiration. You're missing inspiration. You're missing being inspired. You're missing being high and sparkly and just feeling like, I'm connected to nature, I'm connected to my abilities, I'm connected to this bottle that I almost threw on the floor. I'm connected to everything, because we are, but you can feel it more often than most. So I think that is missing. You are going to rediscover it in October. It's natural for you to do so because we're going into Scorpio season. It's Samhain soon. You're going to start to feel that connection a lot more. But this is the only negative card that you have. And this is saying that you need to release yourself from the binds that you have. And then you'll be okay. You'll feel like, oh, okay, I'm just... I think some of you have been overworking and choosing to overwork because of insecurity about either money or feeling like you won't be needed if you don't work, or you're passed along or passed over or something like that. You've been putting extra hours into the family because you're worried that people will forget about you or not value enough. Something like that. You're worried about your value going unnoticed. You're valuable, let me tell you that. You're very valuable. Otherwise, I feel like you would be getting a different reading. I think in order to, because here I've just removed that card out of the way, and I've got here the breakthrough for success. I'm ready for a breakthrough for success, but I need to take care of the little details. I'm just reading the story as I'm seeing it. I need to take care of the little details so I can stay in control. So I'm ready, and you need to prepare yourself. And I think I am inspired to follow my passion by following the little things. Maybe you need a routine. I'm seeing like you need a calendar. And maybe you need a little routine, because that will help you compartmentalize things that are currently coming at you from all angles. So I think if you had a little routine, little reminders, little notes, I think that's going to be helpful for you. For some reason that just came in, I don't know why. And with the Chariot, it means you can go forward with confidence. It means you can feel more like you are, I don't know how to describe it. It's a feeling. It's like, okay, I'm a writer, so if I haven't written for a while, I get this kind of angsty thing, and it's like that. And as soon as I write, or as soon as I get some words out, as soon as I feel like I've done something, it's like the pressure level goes down. And I feel like it's a similar level for you. Maybe you haven't been outside walking for a while. You haven't had time, or you haven't had, the want or desire, but you're feeling kind of cooped up. If you're able to do that, spend time on something that makes you decompress, because a pressure cooker of a Scorpio is not a happy Scorpio. And eventually, when the pressure cooker explodes, the people around that pressure cooker Scorpio will not be happy either. Spoken from experience. But you don't blow up just for the sake of it. You blow up when you've had enough. And we're trying to avoid you having enough. We're trying to get you down into a kind of nice, relaxed area of it, if at all possible. Okay. I'm already seeing like, look at the little things, look at the good things, look at the positive things, flowers. Surround yourself with beauty if you can, just to remind you that not everything's grey, not everything's gloomy. Like, I can look outside and there's horrible black clouds, like grey, murky, rainy clouds. But the sun is out, and that's making the foreground so beautiful and warm and inviting. Yes, it's highlighting the dark stuff that we won't go into. That's stormy and things. But sometimes you just need to have that sunshine to see, how bad maybe that you were having it, and how good, grateful you are to be out of that now. That's kind of, when the storm passes, it doesn't look that dark, or it doesn't look that gloomy or oppressive. But as soon as that moves out of the way, and you see the sunshine, and you see the contrast, you realise, actually, that was kind of a bad time. And I'm so grateful to be out of that now. So that's something that I think is coming through for you. You're coming back into the sunshine a little bit. All is well. It's happening exactly as it's supposed to be. I think, hidden blessings you will soon understand. You will start to see things a lot better as soon as you kind of, I'm just going to take half an hour for this bath or this shower or something. And then you have leadership. It is time to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. I feel like you are, we get that a lot for Scorpio actually. You are quite a strong person, and I've just realised how messy my hair looks with all my wisdom streaks of grey. But yeah, it's time for you to assume your leadership. You're a natural leader anyway. Scorpios are natural leaders because they know their mind, they know what they want to do any given moment. But if you're concerned or confused about what you want to do, that means there's a rebalancing that needs to happen, and a perspective change that needs to happen. So I'm feeling that right now. What's this one? Remember who you are. Yes. Remember where you've come from, who you were, who you are now, and who you want to be. Because wherever you go, there you are. It's like you could go to Bermuda, you'll still be the same person. Still the same person. You're going to find yourself there. So the main thing is to be happy with who you are at the core of it. Get inspired by who you are. Get inspired by the good things of you. get inspired by the brilliant things that you do that maybe not everybody sees. Maybe you donate like a little bit to charity now and again, but you don't kind of rave about it, but you do care and commend the fact that you care. Maybe you do nice little things like send flowers to people to celebrate something minor for them, even if maybe you're there for other people and you care, or you've done something when you were little that you feel really proud of. Just remember who you are, because you are very special and you are here for a reason. And I feel like anything that's sucking the energy and the essence of who you are and what you're meant to be here to do, you need to make sure that is cleansed from you, and kind of, whether that's a Reiki session, whether that's just you cleansing yourself with crystals or whatever it is, that is just to kind of wash it away, get it out of your aura or out of your zone, because you are very loved. You're very loved, and I feel like creative and loving is something that's a theme here for October. I think you're creating love and loving the creation. So for those of you who are artistic and who like writing or painting or developing something, I think that's very going to be key for you. For those of you who may be stuck about where to go, I do feel you're going to get the answers towards the end of the month. When as soon as Mercury in retrograde ends, I think that's where your life in review is going to become much more apparent and much more open, and you can see where it's going. So I hope this helped you, my lovely Scorpios. Let me know in the comments below if it did. I'd love to hear from you. As always, if you want to be informed about the 2022 readings, click that bell, subscribe. If you want a reading from me or a Reiki session from me, all the information is down below. Requests for other readings as well, like if you want to put me on the channel, like, oh, do a reading like this, I'm open to it. Let me know. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, be kind to you, and I'll see you guys very soon.